Hi everyone, this is my first ever video that involves a tram. They don't do anything wrong, but they do make the situation more awkward. If we look at the sign coming up on the left, my viewer has to do a compulsory right turn. But there's a queue in the road we're entering. Quite simply, normal rules should apply in this scenario. So if you can't clear the junction, you shouldn't go. But occasionally you're going to find situations which require you to bend the rules a little. Because if you don't make a move at some point, you're never going to go. Here is the room the other side of that Fiesta. Well, at this point in the clip you can't actually see, but what I'm suspecting, because there are roadworks around the corner and there's only one lane that's in use, that people are all queuing in one side. And yes, that is a car that's just overtaken. So what I'm getting at is, if there was room to stay in the yellow box but clear the junction, I might be tempted. But don't forget, that's a massive risk in you getting a penalty charge notice because you can't clear the yellow box. Now the traffic's flowing again from the left hand side, they're just going to fill up the space that has been vacated to the right. And this will just repeat and repeat and repeat, and you won't get anywhere. It's obvious my camera understands this, because when our lights change now, he tries to make a move. But the problem we've got is not being able to clear if a tram comes. Trams can't stop very quick, so there's no way in the world that I'd ever be blocking these tramways. Our camera's done a good job though, because he showed his intentions that he wishes and is trying to clear the junction. But our view is blocked by the grey vehicle. Look what's coming. Luckily, there's enough room for our camera to reverse back a little. So what can everyone take from this last minute? Well, show your intentions, yes, but don't go so far to the right that you're ever going to be in the way of that tram. If we look up into the distance as well, there's another tram coming. I'd also like to point out the position of the two vehicles to the right of the screen. Remember what I said about the Fiesta earlier? There does look as though there's enough room to queue side by side after the junction. This next section of the clip is also interesting for me. The traffic from the left and the right have just been moving. But because there's been no movement from the direction that our camera is going, the sensors in the road haven't been activated. So once the tram clears from the opposite direction, the traffic from the left starts to move again. And we're back to stage one. At this point you're likely to be getting some abuse from the vehicles behind, but keep calm and keep thinking and be looking for that opportunity where you can clear the junction safely. It is difficult, but sometimes driving is. Thankfully though, this situation sorts itself out, which is often the case if you're just patient enough. But you may have heard the beeps from behind. One thing I would like to add though, is that these roadworks were the main cause of the problems. We don't know what has been planned for the work on the road, but if they were just started up near this sign on the left, it would have given much more room for traffic to clear the tramway. But would that have helped the whole situation? Well, I doubt it very much, because all that would happen is that the traffic from the left would pile in even more and still block all of the space. Temporary roadworks like this can cause a lot of congestion. My advice would be, just try and leave these areas alone. Try and find an alternative route if you know that these roadworks are there. And don't get too frustrated by seeing no work actually happening on the roadworks as well, because this is really common. Keep safe everyone, I'll see you soon.